When I was a young boy, my friends used to ask me, Render, Render. My friends call me Render. How do you make such lackluster videos, but such fantastic, beautiful, profound thumbnails? I would always tell them the same thing. Jimmy Neutron would visit my house and give me the inspiration to create art. Now let's set the stage. I was a troubled young boy who hadn't quite learned what the point of the mask was. I sought for a higher calling. Then I watched the famous movie, Pulp Fiction, or as I like to call it, which I believe to be a more appropriate title, Pulp Nonfiction, because this movie is real life. When Jules and Vincent enter the house of a certain someone, Jules tries to be Brad's friend by sampling his most famous burger and soda combo. But hold the phone, Buster. Brad gets unruly and attempts to kill Jules with his famous trick streamers. Jules and Vincent then shoot him dead.
Up on thee.
Now you may be wondering what this might have to do with thumbnails, but take a look at this. Now, quick history lesson. When Iraqi forces retreated from Kuwait in 1991, they set fire to over 600 oil wells. The burning oil and ash rained from the sky, causing lakes of oil to form. This oil was treacherous because it reflected the sky. Now, for a little bit of perspective here, I want you to imagine that next to your house, somebody lit on fire 600 oil wells. That's probably what it looked like to people that lived near those oil wells. It was as if somebody had lit 600 oil wells on fire next to your house. Alright, now that we have a little bit of the context set up for this video, I think it's time that we go through a few of the famous thumbnails that I have made previously so that I can explain the meanings. And we're also going to go through a few sneak peeks at upcoming thumbnails, guys. So get hyped, because we've got a lot coming in this channel update for the Render Bronze YouTube channel. Ah yes, my proudest achievement, When the West Falls. You see, this thumbnail took inspiration when I saw the famous music video by Sabrina Carpenter, and they had recently released the Hankular Hill skin on Fortnite. It was inspired by the fact that my buddy here, Lord Cheezit223, uses the Sabrina Carpenter skin on occasion when we're playing Fortnite, and I tend to use the Hank Hill skin on occasion while we're playing Fortnite. Now, the western part of it comes because when I was a boy, in my particular cultural diatribe, we were taught to respect our elders. And I hear all this talk about how the West is falling, the West is degrading, and when the West falls, our elders fall with it, and no, we cannot let that happen. Ah yes, the famous Sextalicals thumbnail. This thumbnail is quite near and dear to my heart. It features a triforce, if you will, of talented musicians. It's the combination of the Sex Pistols, Metallica, and the Beatles, as you can see. Now, I took only the greatest talent from each of these bands to form this new wonder band, if you will. Perhaps Wonder Wall is another word for that. For example, I took Ringo Starr from the Beatles. Now, if I'm being quite honest, I believe that the Beatles would have fallen flat in their careers and come off as quite banal if it wasn't for Ringo Starr. Of course, you have Lars Ulrich here, who pioneered his original technique of unlearning the drums as he progressed in his career. And of course, Sid Vicious, he was known for being a wonderfully talented bass player and quite a pleasant person to be around. So together, I truly believe that they could save music. As you can see right here, this is my take on your average Moist Critical or Asmongold video. As you can see, we have very disappointed and angry looking animals on the screen. They're severely pissed about your average drama that really doesn't matter at all. Like when Donkey Kong stole all of my diamonds, or when the Eiffel Building from Ratatouille was stolen by Pete Hegseth.
Like, these are all very important things that the American people need to know about. Anyway, in clothes, all hail Julian Alvarez. He is the true king of football. I've never seen a man play with such strength or such defined muscles. I'm going to put a picture of him on screen now. Anyways, that is all for this Render Bronze channel update.